We are going to the fifth topic, which is frogs. So here this frog, scientific name for this frog is Rana tigrina, and these frogs are poikilothermic. Do you know what is poikilothermic? Cold-blooded animals.
Okay.
So they can change temperature to their environment. Whatever the temperature the environment has, it will adapt to the temperature. It does not have constant temperature, these animals. And these frogs can camouflage. It is also known as mimicry. Do you know what is camouflage?
Yeah. Its background it can show.
It can, yes. Whatever.
It can change its color.
Yes, it
if
can.
It is on the desk, it will change its color to brown.
Yes.
If it's on the leaf, it changes its color to green.
And these frogs have an olive green color at the back and yellow color at the front, olive green color at the dorsal side and yellow color which is at the ventral side. These frogs are found most commonly, and Rana tigrina is a common Indian frog. Okay, and so at the peak conditions like summer and winter, they form deep burrows, and they'll be resting there. So at summer, when they are in burrows, it is known as summer sleep. It is also known as aestivation, and in winter it is known as hibernation. Okay, so in frog we are going to study the two subdivisions. We are going to discuss about the two subdivisions, which is morphology of frog and anatomy of frog. So first we will discuss about morphology of frog. The skin of these frogs are so slippery, and it is covered by mucus, the skin. And these frogs does not drink water. Instead they absorb water through their skin. They does not drink water.
When they are underwater, they breathe through their skin.
Yes. They do not even drink water. They only absorb it through skin. And the body of these frogs is divided into two, head and tongue. These do not have tail and neck. Okay. And above mouth of these frogs, a pair of nostrils are present.
Above mouth.
Yes,
like
yes.
Okay.
And eyes of these frogs have a nictinating membrane to protect their eyes. And ear is represented by tympanum, so it receives all the sound waves. So in these frogs there are two pairs of limbs. One is forelimbs and another one is hind limbs. So forelimbs have 4 digits in them. 4 digits. Yes, digits are that we have 5 digits, like that. These frogs have 4 digits. Web-like feet, 4 digits. And hind limbs have 5 digits in them.
So they have 9 legs. 9 digits totally.
Digits, yeah. No.
Oh,
These are the digits.
Okay.
Okay. So 4 limbs, a pair of 4 limbs have, each forelimb there are 4 digits, and each hind limb there are 5 digits. So forelimbs and hind limbs are like webbed like shape to help them for swimming. And in these, male frogs have a vocal sac in them, to produce sound, and copulatory pad in them. Here vocal sac and copulatory pad in them in the first digit of forelimb. Okay, so they
what is copulatory?
They have a structure to attach to other frog or to fix its forelimb to other objects and anything. It can catch it properly. So it attaches to another frog by holding it tightly, because the frog's skin is slippery, right? So it holds tightly. So that is what is copulatory pad. Okay. So we'll study some more morphological characters of frog. We're going to see the digestive system, the alimentary canal, how it is in frogs. Okay. So here the food is captured by the bilobed tongue. The tongue is bilobed here. It has
It has 2 tongues.
Yeah.
From one tongue it is divided.
Yes.
Okay.
It
Like
captures.
Okay.
So it captures food from captures other organisms, and it moves through the buccal cavity and then pharynx and then esophagus. Okay, then the food moves and it reaches the stomach, where half digested food is known as chyme. And from stomach and it passes to duodenum. Duodenum is the first part of intestine, and in duodenum it receives both the bile duct.
Yeah, like in
So yes. Okay. So in that bile duct, both bile and pancreatic juice are secreted. So it is received, and pancreatic juices digest food like carbohydrates and everything, and bile emulsifies fat and everything. So after that the food is traveled to intestine, and this intestine has many villi and microvilli. It absorbs all the nutrients, and after that the undigested food travels through the other parts of the intestine and travels to the rectum, and it is released to cloaca.
At the end of the intestine.
Yes, everything is absorbed, and it is water is absorbed by the skin. It does not drink water.
Okay, yeah.
And
the water present in the food.
That is also absorbed by the food is generally organisms, other organisms. It is carnivorous animals. These frogs are carnivorous. It does not eat herbivore. It does not eat other plants, leaves and anything. It takes food.
Insects.
Yes, insects and other organisms, and the undigested food passed through cloaca. And here this alimentary canal is very, very short compared to earthworm and compared to cockroach. This alimentary canal is very short because these are carnivorous animals. Okay. Carnivorous animals, so therefore the alimentary canal is short here. And liver secretes bile and stores it in gallbladder. Okay. So digestion, the walls of stomach secrete HCl and gastric
small
juices.
Because it does not require more digestive. It does not require more digestive energy. For us, we eat.
We are omnivores.
We are omnivores, right? If we eat any herbivorous thing, it takes time to digest because of those plants and leaves. So that we have a long intestine.
Yes. So here the walls of the stomach secrete HCl, hydrochloric acid, and gastric juices in order to digest food substances. And this is generally the alimentary canal present in these frogs, and this is gallbladder. So this one is lungs. Okay, so this is the structure of frog, lungs, and this is kidney present here. And above the kidney there are fat bodies. Okay, you just remember this structure. Above the kidney there are fat bodies, and here it is urinary bladder, here urethra.
They do not have kidneys.
This is kidneys.
Oh yeah.
Okay, kidneys and fat bodies. So this one is liver, esophagus and everything. Here it is lung, gallbladder, and urethra is here to reach the urinary bladder. Okay, from here, from the urine, it has only one opening called cloaca.
Okay.
Yes, cloaca. It releases its waste, its urine, and even the reproductive cells, everything it releases through the only chamber called cloaca. Okay, so this is a structure of internal structure of frog. So next we are going to study about respiratory system in frog. Okay, we will discuss about respiratory system. So now we are going to see the respiratory system in frogs.
Okay.
So here in water, so when these frogs are present in water, they respire through skin.
Yeah, that's what I said in last time.
So skin acts as aquatic respiratory organ. So the respiration through skin is known as cutaneous respiration. Okay, cutaneous respiration. And dissolved oxygen, it is exchanged through diffusion. So diffusion, the oxygen diffuses through skin of the frogs. Okay. So here on land, so when these frogs are present on land,
Skin and lungs
both acts as respiratory organ. Okay. So when lungs acts as a respiratory organ, it is known as pulmonary respiration. Okay. So lungs in frogs are pink colored, elongated sac-like structures. As we saw in our diagram, lungs were present here in the above the thorax, at the top of the thorax section. So here aestivation is nothing but summer sleep and hibernation is winter sleep. So when these frogs undergo both summer sleep and winter sleep,
they breathe through skin.
yes, they does their gaseous exchange through skin. Okay, cutaneous respiration. So this is the respiratory system in frogs, how they take dissolved oxygen or how they take oxygen into them. So next we are going to see about the circulatory system in frogs. Okay. We are going to discuss about the circulatory system in frogs. Okay. So here the circulatory system is well developed and it is closed type circulatory system. The blood is passed through blood vessels and passed through blood vessels.
Are not directly
Bathed on the blood. Okay. So here there are two kind of circulatory system. The first one is blood vascular system and then is lymphatic system. Okay. So here blood vascular system consists of heart, blood vessels and blood, where lymphatic system consists of lymph channels and lymph nodes. Okay. So here heart is three-chambered heart, two atria and one ventricle. So this heart is covered by a membrane called pericardium.
Pericardium.
Yes, pericardium. And there is a triangular structure called sinus venosus. So this joins right atrium. So this one attaches to the right atrium. And what this sinus venosus does means it receives blood through major veins known as vena cava.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is the activity of sinus venosus. So here ventricle, this sinus venosus joins right atrium. Okay, right atrium, and ventricle, no, it opens into conus arteriosus on the ventral side.
Okay.
On the ventral side. So the ventricle have a small gap through which it opens into conus arteriosus. Okay. So we'll discuss some more characteristics of this, how the blood is passed through and how the circulatory system is maintained. We'll be discussing. So we are going to discuss about circulatory system, some more characteristics of circulatory system in frogs.
Okay.
So here arterial system. So this arterial system is for carrying blood from other parts of the body to the heart. Okay. So this arterial system carries blood. So it is composed of arteries. It carries blood from other organs to the heart. Okay. And this venous system is composed of veins. It carries blood from the heart to the other parts of the body. Okay. From heart to other parts of the body. Here from other parts of the body to heart. Okay.
Like that only.
Yes.
The name is all different.
No.
Not the same. Okay.
And here the connection, venous connection is between. So here some venous connection is between liver and intestine. So it is known as hepatic portal system. Okay, that venous connection.
Or known as venous.
No.
Then
It is venous connection, so I have written venous. Okay. And it is also occurs between kidney and lower parts of the body.
okay.
So this is known as renal portal system. Okay, so kidney and lower parts of the body is renal portal system, and liver and intestine is hepatic portal system. Okay, and here blood is composed of plasma and cells. Okay, so here cells are RBCs, which are also known as erythrocytes. The RBCs are the red blood cells, and WBCs, white blood cells, which are also known as leukocytes, and then platelets. So blood is composed of plasma and these three kinds of cells. Okay. So here red blood cells are nucleated. Okay. So most of the red blood cells in many organisms are enucleated. They do not have nucleus. But in frogs, here the red blood cells are nucleated. Okay, with hemoglobin, which is the red color pigment, which gives the red color to the blood. And here lymph is different from blood. So lymph lacks few proteins and RBCs. Lymphs do not have red blood cells.
But they have white blood cells.
Yes. They'll be containing few amount of vital cells, but they lack proteins and RBCs. Okay. And here, blood carries nutrients, water, and gases to the other parts of the body and everything. Circulation is due to the pumping action of heart. Okay, so this is the circulatory system present in frogs generally. Okay. So next we see about excretory system in frogs. So now we are going to discuss about the excretory system in frog. So here in excretory system in frog is composed of a pair of kidneys, ureters, a pair of ureters, two ureters arise, and cloaca, which is a common chamber, and urinary bladder, which is above the cloaca, in front of the cloaca. So here the structural and functional units of kidneys are nephrons, here like humans. And ureters, the two ureters which arise from the kidneys in males, it also acts as urinogenital ducts. The urine also is passed through the ureters, and even the sperms, which is the genital male gametes, it is also passed through the ureter. So since the urine and these things are passed through the ureter, it is known as urinogenital ducts, okay, in male frogs. And in females, these both open separately, like both ureters open to cloaca separately, and both the oviduct which also separately opens into cloaca. But here only ureters which opens into cloaca. It carries both genitals and urine. Here urine is carried separately, and the oviduct, the ova, is carried separately to cloaca. Okay. So here the frog is ureotelic. It excretes urea, and excretory waste are carried by blood into the kidney. Okay. So where the kidney separates the blood and the excretory products, and it is traveled to the ureter. Okay. So this is generally the mechanism of excretory system in frogs. So next we are going to discuss about nervous system in frogs. Okay. So here nervous system is both neural system and endocrine system. Okay. So endocrine system is nothing but the hormones which are released by the glands. Okay. Endocrine glands. So what are the hormones? Pituitary. The glands. No, we are discussing about the endocrine glands which are present in frogs. Okay. Pituitary gland, thyroid gland, parathyroid, thymus, pineal body, pancreatic acids, adrenals, and gonads. Okay, so these are the eight endocrine glands present in frog. So, and the central nervous system is composed of brain and spinal cord. Peripheral nervous system is the nerves which are coming from the brain, which are cranial nerves, and spinal nerves, so connected to the spinal cord. Okay. And autonomic nervous system is nothing but sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. Altogether is known as autonomic nervous system. Here the autonomic nervous system is composed of sympathetic and parasympathetic nerves. So altogether it is known as autonomous nervous system. So central nervous system, peripheral, and autonomic. Okay. And then 10 pairs of cranial nerves arises from brain.
10 pairs of
pairs. Okay. So totally there are 20. Okay. So 10 pairs of cranial nerves arises from the brain in these frog. Okay.
It starts from the brain.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this brain is enclosed in a bony structure
like skull, but
yes, okay. It is known as brain box.
Brain box.
Yes, okay. Cranium. Okay.
For us it is skull, for them it is cranium.
For us also it is cranium only. For us it is skull, which is cranium. For them it is
brain box, which is cranium.
Yes. Okay. So this is about the nerve, generally we have discussed about nervous system. So we'll discuss some more about nervous system in frogs. Okay. In nervous system, brain is divided into forebrain, midbrain, and hindbrain. Okay. So here forebrain is composed of olfactory lobes.
Okay.
Is for smelling. Olfactory lobes is generally is for smelling. And paired cerebral hemispheres, the cerebral hemispheres are paired. Brain is composed of, forebrain is composed of, and unpaired diencephalon. Diencephalon is also like cerebral hemispheres, and it is unpaired. Okay, so it is a single diencephalon. Here the two cerebral hemispheres and olfactory lobes are present generally. So this is forebrain. In midbrain, a pair of optic nerves. Optic nerves is that it connects the eyes. Okay. So a pair of optic nerves, two optic lobes are present in midbrain. And hindbrain. So forebrain, midbrain, and the last one is hindbrain. So hindbrain consists of cerebellum and medulla oblongata. Here medulla oblongata passes out. Here medulla oblongata is at the brain. Okay. So it passes passes out of the brain.
It goes like this backward.
Yeah, and it passes through the foramen magnum and continues to form spinal cord. Yes, which is covered by the vertebrae. So this is about forebrain, midbrain, and hindbrain, where brain is divided into three. So next we are going to discuss about sensory organs in frogs. Now we are going to discuss about the sensory organs in frog. So here sensory organs is organs of touch. So these have touch receptors, then release sensory papillae. Okay, these are known as touch receptors. And for taste, they have taste buds.
Like us.
Yes.
Okay.
And for smell, they have their nasal epithelium, their own. Yes.
Okay.
And for vision, they have eyes.
Okay.
Hearing, they have tympanum with internal ears.
They have internal ears.
They have internal ears. They do not have external ears, and it is represented by tympanum. Okay. So tympanum represents the external ear. They do not have external ear. They only have internal ear. Okay.
We cannot see it.
We can see only a small
Okay.
And these eyes and the vision and hearing of these frogs are well organized. Okay. So eyes are simple eyes, not like cockroach, not like cockroach. It
like
is not compound.
Like us.
Yes,
Okay.
it is simple vision. And ear does two functions here.
Okay.
It is organ of hearing and balancing equilibrium. It balances the equilibrium of frog. It keeps the state equal.
Stabilized.
It keeps the frog stabilized. Okay. Yes. So this is about sensory organs in frogs. So next we will discuss about the reproductive system in frogs. Okay. So now we are going to discuss about the reproductive system in frog, both male and female reproductive systems. So first we will discuss about a male reproductive system. Okay. So here in male reproductive system, if you see the structure, so these two are kidneys.
Okay.
So this above the kidney there is yellowish testis, yellowish round testis. Okay, and this testis is connected to the kidneys by a double layer peritoneum called mesorchium. Okay? Mesorchium, double layer peritoneum layer. So with that, these testes are connected to the kidneys, which that double layer peritoneum is known as mesorchium. Okay.
Do they have nephrons?
Where?
In kidneys?
Yes, they have nephrons. We have already seen in the excretory system. Okay. So here above the kidneys, above the testes there are fat bodies present.
Okay.
Okay.
So what is the use of when it's having no energy, it will take the use of the fat. Okay.
And here after the sperms are released, it is travelled inside the kidney, and it is travelled at the sides of the kidney, and it is left outside the kidney to a canal called Blidda's canal. Okay.
Blidda's canal.
Yes.
Okay.
So from that it travels to urinogenital duct. The sperms are travelled here, and they are left into cloaca. Okay. So this is the pathway of the male reproductive system. And urine also is released by the kidneys to the ureters and to the urinogenital duct, and it is passed through the cloaca. Okay. So both urine and the gametes. Ureotelic. Yes, both urine and gametes are passed through the same ureter. It is known as urinogenital duct. Okay, so in males alone, and this is the cloaca, and this is urinary bladder where it is stored and released. And here vasa efferentia is there, where the sperms travel to the kidneys. So these are 10 to 12 in number. Okay, so this is about a male reproductive system. And if you come to female reproductive system, here also there are two kidneys at the center, and here up on the kidney there are two ovaries. So there is an ovary, and here is also ovary. An ovary contains a number of ovas. Here the female reproductive system is not functionally connected with the excretory system. But in males it is connected with the excretory system, it is connected with the kidney, but here it is not connected with the kidney, it is just present on them. Okay, it is not connected, or it does not travels into the kidney. Okay, so here above the kidney there are present fat bodies like here, and here these are known as oviduct. Okay, so it collects the ova and passes here. These two are ureters, but these are oviducts. Okay, so it passes separately into the cloaca, and this is urinary bladder, and ova is released at a time. Okay, so a mature female can release 2500 to 3000 ovas at a time.
Okay.
Okay, so all into water.
Tadpoles. That ovas are eggs.
Yes.
Okay.
So it is released in the water, and even the sperms are released in the water, and the fertilization takes place in water medium. Okay, fertilization of male gamete and female gamete takes place in the water medium, and each ova is fertilized by sperm. Okay, so and it develops from a larval stage. The larval stage is known as a tadpole, and it becomes into adult by metamorphosis. Okay, so this is about the development in frogs. So the development is indirect. Okay, but where fertilization is also external fertilization. Okay, so we have seen about reproductive system and fertilization and development of frogs. Okay, so these frogs have a high economical importance as they eat insects and protect all the crops in the farms and everything. So with these frogs the chapter is completed. Structural organization in animals.
So successfully this chapter is completed.
Yes.
Thank you for watching.
Please subscribe to our channel, and do click the bell icon which is present side.
If you like this video, if you think this video is helpful, please share this content.
If you have any doubts, please leave
it in the
comment section.
Thank you.
Thank you.